Hey yo, what's up you guys? In case you're wondering why I'm silent, I keep cleaning it out and it still says I have 9 minutes and 36 seconds. Not that that's a huge problem because I can still do a review in that time, but usually I at least like to have the availability to go up to double digits depending on how much I talk because, yeah, but apparently not. This is going to be a short review. Not that this figure needs a whole lot, but we're doing the Marvel Legends Union Jack. So, it has his style as name, which is kind of cool. On the side, you got a picture. So you got another picture. Back and a large version of the picture. Oh, the figure's in the wave. And a bio that says, Union Jack is a British operative, spy, and master of hand-to-hand combat, embroiled in the world of European politics. So basically, James Bond in the Marvel universe. So here he is. He does come with a few accessories. So let's take a quick look at those. Wish he would have came with like an actual assault rifle because I've seen some pictures with him holding an assault rifle. He comes with this revolver, which actually isn't painted in silver. It's like painted in a white color, like Citizen V, his sword. So I think they could have done that better. And that's the same with the knife too. You know, they don't need much. You can just paint it. And they do have a sheath and holster. Now, when the gun's not in there, you can easily like kind of get the holster to close. When the gun's in there, I can see some people can do it, but it's very tough. And then there's also a sheath for the knife, which is nice. You know, they give you storage. So if you don't want to have them carrying around, or you don't have anywhere to put these weapons, or you don't want to lose them, just stay right there. Looks cool. So let's take a look at Union Jack. So the face, not too much there. I mean, it's just a guy in a mask. So you can see his eyes poking out. Now personally, I do not have like any like personal appreciation for this character. I think he looks really cool, and he kind of like reminds me like I feel like him and like people like Winter Soldier and like those spy kind of like marksmen would all be in a superhero team together, and that would be really cool. And then plus, like there's two other different British characters that I want to get. Well, technically three because there's Psylocke, Captain Britain, and then Spider-Man UK. So, but obviously he is British. He's got the Union Jack on his entire front side. I'm pretty sure they did this really right. I mean, like when you look at it, it doesn't look that bad unless you look really close. Because I think these lines, unless I'm wrong, are like the red line on this side is like towards the outside, while the red line on this side is toward the inside. I could be completely wrong, and that could be exactly how it is, but I'm pretty sure that's not how it's supposed to be. Um, and it goes all the way around his back, so there's that. Looks really cool. Uh, got really nothing on the arms. He's got these bracelets that are loose, but they're very tight on there anyways. And then same with his legs. He's got like these little red bracelets, which I can't actually move, so these might actually be glued on. Uh, uh I know. Man, this is the morning, and I am glad that you are joining me in my room once again, because I did a review yesterday in my room. So, real quick, I'm gonna say this: the next figure I want from this wave is probably gonna be Shuri. I actually saw Shuri there. I didn't. I don't know why. Like I've seen Shuri a couple times, and I didn't want to pick her up because mainly, I guess it's like yeah, it's Black Panther. She's a cool character. I like the character. It's just not a super desired figure for me. So, but actually, she's the part of the last three I need to get, which is the Loki, which I have a plan for, which I'll tell you here in a second, Rock Python, and Shuri. So, definitely get Shuri, right? Rock Python. Now, what I'm gonna do with Loki is because since the MCU Lokis are my heroes, I'm gonna have the comic Loki and my villain, so I can have both like a villain Loki and the hero Loki. So there's that, and when that happens, my Hulk will be built, and you'll see that review. Oh, and speaking of, I do have to review that rescue still. So, real quick, I'm gonna tell you this. Like I'm gonna really fast. My dad's gonna go Fred. Leave her alone, Fred. Fred, come here. Shh. So, what I'm planning to do is, so basically I'm going to be with my mom 2 weekends, because this weekend I'm going to be with her, and then next weekend my dad goes to London, so I'm going to be with her then. And then the next 2 weekends after that, I'll be with my dad, so I'll review Rescue and that Thor Ragnarok 2-pack. But anyway, so there's not much. I mean, the belt is nice. There's not much you can paint with the belt other than the belt buckle. You can remove the belt. It's just an easy peg. I don't know why you would want to remove it, though. But yeah. I thought about, as a joke, I should do this whole review in a British accent. But I'm horrible at a British accent. I can do Australian. I can do Wakandan, or like a stereotypical like African, I guess. I could kind of, like, if I really try hard, I can do a Scottish/Irish. And yeah, but I decided not to because I didn't want to offend anybody. So, but anyways, let's get into articulation. So you can look up. I mean, I really don't have to review this. We all know what the Bucky cap is, but in case you don't, because like I only have, I think, like 3 or 4 that are Bucky cap molds. So, if you haven't gotten a figure that has the Bucky cap mold, here you go. You can look up that far, look down that far, move side to side, got a little bit of tilt. His arms can move out only that much. Got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist hinge and swivel. Got an ab crunch that goes that far forward, that far back. Can kick up that far, kick back that far. An upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, calf rotation. Ankles can go down, go up, and he's got ankle pivot. Now, if you want to know real quick why it's called the Bucky cap mold and you've never gotten the Bucky cap mold, it's because this mold was used on an old figure when it was based off when Bucky Barnes became Captain America. So they had this mold for him, which at the time was really good, but they keep using it over and over again when they have such better quality. Speaking of, they actually originally had this figure planned on the Spider-Man 2099 mold. Now, I will say this, that would have been really cool, but I almost feel like this mold kind of suits him in a way. If they made like a new mold where it was kind of like this, but it had like butterfly joints or whatever, I would have been fine with that. So I'm not entirely mad, but hey, more articulation is more articulation. So it would have been cool if if they kept it on the Spider-Man 2099 mold. It's been really cool, But, anyways, so that is the end of this review. Let me know what you think. I really like this figure. I can't wait to add him to my collection. He looks really cool. And when I get Captain Britain, I hope to have him standing next to him. Kind of an old English team, And then also, one of the extra M16s, I think of the one that I gave to Silver Sable, I'm actually going to give to him and give her one of her own weapons back because I feel like he's going to look cooler with that. So, anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoy this review. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.